Alright, welcome here. We're gonna run a quick little gun build on, not the Hulger. That's another thing for another time. But on the not HMR, Rival 9, a somewhat overlooked weapon in this game. It's not on the meta list. I think in a way it should be, because it is a pretty solid gun. And I know it's not like the one-hit wonder kind of thing or the 2 or 3 shot thing, but when you get up close person with this thing, just roasts. So we're going to take a quick look at the builds that I got going on. I got 2 variations, just depends what I feel like running. I actually got 3, I should say. One has special ammo and a 30 round mag. You can kind of figure what that's going to be. Let's crack into it. So on the right here, we got the EXF close quarters assault stock. Gives us some, there's some hurts on the negatives here, but we get some. What compensates for that is the fact that we get some solid performance on the recoil control, which this thing needs the recoil on horizontal plane the most. The other areas just only help make it improve what the horizontal does. So I would suggest running the EXF on this thing. Again, 50 round mag. If you need more bullets and don't care about range, that's the way to go. Otherwise, I would suggest just running stock and then going with high grain. Gives you a boost in your long range performance. It'll cost you some recoil, but you can mitigate that with these other attachments that we got here. We got next is the Bruin heavy support. Again, gives you the aim idle sway control, which is what we need on this gun because the horizontal plane is a little rough. And also your gun kick and your horizontal plane, which is where you need it. Vertical, not too bad. We'll go up to the the barrel. Aim idle sway, something we need. Gives you a nice little boost on your recoil control, so any ammo you put on there pretty much won't notice the difference. All these and some of these red marks, negatives, unless you're tax dancing, don't worry about the accuracy section because it's not. This area really only applies to that unless you've got really bad flinch control, which here, as you can see, it's minor to nothing. But where it matters, you get the long range performance, so you get a little bit more performance in long range and control. Again, what we want. Now for muzzle, unless you don't care about anything but just keeping off the map, Shadow Strike, gives you the benefit of being undetectable on the radar on this map. You won't be pinged on the map when you fire. That's about it. There's no negatives to it. That's about the only positive. So if you're not looking for any other performance, that's fine. So but I would suggest for suppressor, I would suggest running the Sonic. Even though there's others that will say, oh well, we give you more control, or we give you, I think there's some that maybe give you damage range, firearm stability. The only problem with some of these is it costs you in this one, your ADS gets pretty bad. Like you start to hit 28%, which to me on an SMG that's a little bit steep. 38%, you get recoil control, you get velocity, but look at your damage, you lose that. And you go 38 ADS, which is going to slow you down. I mean, I personally think you're going to see that. You're going to see that in your performance in your play. So I would highly recommend using the Sonic Suppressor. It hurts your recoil control a little bit, but with all the other mods that we have on there, you shouldn't even see that difference. And those trade-offs give you a little bit of range performance as well, plus a decent velocity boost. Now, if you don't care about being off the map while maintaining some performance, then I would suggest going with the Extend Razor Compensator. It gives you 11% on vertical and gun recoil, which is a nice enhancement to the horizontal plane, which gives you 23%. You can go to ones that give you 14, but I really think the horizontal plane is the most important. You can get 27, but again, I kind of think the sweet spot for this gun is the 11, the 11, 23, 11 setup. Because these all have 17% reduction in ADS, so you do hurt there. But again, here you get better on ADS, but you lose some of your recoil control, and you hurt velocity with a bunch of these, or even you even lose here you get 20% horizontal, but you get increased vertical. You lose out on your range. Just not worth it. It's not worth it. Even here, 18%, but then you lose 15%. You have to be basically right in the guy's bathroom. If the guy's you have to be in the guy's bathroom shooting him while he's taking a crap. It's just too close. You have to get way too close for it to be as effective. And here you can use this Stir 45 Sky Fury. 18%, 80%. It's not bad, but again, the more horizontal recoil control you can get on this thing, I think the better. And for 12%, I don't think that a 12% loss in ADS speed is worth just the 80% each, especially when you're not getting any benefit anywhere else. It's just the recoil. Like, I mean, that's a decent hit to take if you're gonna just get this recoil control. Like, and you won't, and even this alone won't be noticeable. You need all three of these. So that's kind of my suggestion. And yeah, so if you like this kind of video and you guys see more of these, just hit that subscribe and like button. And yeah, it's free to you, doesn't hurt you, it helps the channel. And we'll catch you on the next one.